Well, Burkina Faso has issued an arrest warrant for ousted leader Blaise Compaoré in connection with the nearly 30-year-old murder of former President Thomas Sankara. The charges against Compaoré mark a major step in the case. Meanwhile, former Prime Minister and President-elect Roch Marc Kabore is set to assume power on December the 29th. Burkina Faso's President Thomas Sankara, seen here in file footage, was killed in 1987, the year a coup brought Blaise Compaoré to power. Nearly 30 years on, an international warrant has been issued for Compaoré's arrest in connection with his death. An autopsy on a body believed to be Sankara's earlier this year showed it was riddled with bullets. That's adding weight to suggestions it was executed in the coup all those years ago. At least 10 others have been charged in connection with his death. Compaoré was driven from power in October 2014 in an angry backlash against his attempts to extend his 27-year rule. He fled to neighboring Ivory Coast, where he is now thought to be based. Now, for more insight into the death and legacy of Thomas Sankara, I am joined by political analyst Gnaka Lagoke. Gnaka, welcome back to Africa 54.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, first, what was your reaction to this report that now confirms Sankara was killed and actually was shot, dead?
I was happy, and that's something we've been waiting for 28 years, and it shows that Dr. King was right when he said that the arc of the universe is long, but it always bends towards justice. So we're happy to hear that Blaise Compaoré is going to be prosecuted, and then he has to respond for the crime of Thomas Sankara, for the assassination.
One of the things that, of course, was an obstruction was that Compaoré was in power for all that time. And so was he trying to manipulate really what happened and make it look like Sankara died of some natural cause?
Yeah, of course. They issued a death certificate on which it was written that Sankara died of natural cause or natural death. Of course, for all those 27 years, he did everything possible using his oppressive and repressive power and his network within Burkina and outside Burkina, to stop any justice, for Thomas Sankara. So now that he's not in power, then he's weak, and he doesn't have the support that he had when he was in power, then things can go smoothly, and that's why, we're seeing what we've seen today.
Yes. Thomas Sankara himself came to power through a coup. He was only 33 years old. What makes him so special that you take so much interest in him?
Yeah, Thomas Sankara was very special. I remember when I was in high school, and we were happy because we're tired, of those corrupt leaders who cannot meet the needs of the people. And he was different, a man of integrity. He was sincere, and he was talking and walking the talk, and he was empowering his people. For all those things, he became not only a hero for Burkina Faso, but a hero for the entire continent.
This is a guy who said that women, actually appointed women to government offices, said women should stay in school even if they get pregnant.
Yeah, not only that. Thomas Sankara, if people have the opportunity to go and study him, you will see that the global warming issue they're talking about today, environmental issues, and all those issues, Thomas Sankara had touched all of them.
Because he ordered his people actually to plant trees all across the country.
He was a visionary. He was a visionary.
But we know that it was also anti-imperialism. He's a person who nationalized the wealth of the country. The question is, could there have been some external hand in the assassination of Thomas Sankara?
Yeah, of course. I'm not going to directly answer that question here in this studio. Yes, of course. And there was the former president of Ivory Coast. We heard that he was involved because guess what? Compaoré's wife is Ivorian. She was a protégée of Félix Houphouët-Boigny. People also mentioned Gaddafi's name, and of course there were some foreign powers that had interest in his assassination, and then just to mention a few of them, people talk about France.
Now, do you think there is something that the people of Burkina Faso can learn or could learn from having lost a man like Sankara? And can they ever recover and perhaps utilize some of his programs to take the country forward?
During the campaign, we saw Diabré and Kabore, the president-elect, Both of them, all of them were claiming Thomas Sankara, so that you can imagine. And now the people who organized the struggle, they use the spirit and the energy of Thomas Sankara, and today they want to use his values and then his understanding of the development of the country today in order to try and foster a new chapter. But quickly, though, I'm happy also because Blaise Compaoré is the one who brought the war to Ivory Coast, and then now he's there in Ivory Coast. And then Mr. Ouattara, who brought Gbagbo to the ICC, and Mr. Ouattara, who put Gbagbo's wife in prison. Today, he has to respond and bring and send Blaise to Burkina so that he can respond for his crimes. Yeah. Because the last sentence, the struggle for justice cannot be segregated.
All right, thank you. Well, thanks a lot, Gnaka, and our thanks to political analyst Gnaka Lagoke.